Okay, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing some packing. Let's see here. So let's start off with, what do we got here? Let's start off with these right here. We'll mark one here. Okay, so what we got here is a Casio personal stereo cassette player. What did this sell for? This sold for $25.89 plus $8.92 shipping. So what we're going to do here is we're going to give this guy a box. We did get quite a bit of shipping here, so I think we could do this. So let's see here, 89. What do we do? 864. 864. I'm going to do an eBay box on this one. This tape is such trash. It's a little cold in the warehouse today too, so that's not exactly helping things all that much. But this tape's like a little thin. Got a great deal on it. I don't know how great of a deal it is at the end of the day though. I'm using so much of it, and it's just, I don't know, it doesn't look good. Okay, here I'm gonna give this a little bubble, just because, why not, right? Okay, it's about there. Yeah, it's good. I don't mind. Not the wrong scissors. Okay. Here we go. So, I mean, it's already in a package. It's sealed, right? But we just give it a little bit. Sometimes this stuff is more so for, you know, customer service, very cosmetic, what it looks like. That actually fits pretty good right there. I do not think I'm going to resize this. I think I'm just going to leave this be. Yeah, it should be okay. Okay, yep, that's fine. Extra paper here. I don't think it's going to affect the shipping, to be honest, so we will leave it as is. Weigh this bad boy. We actually put this in at a 1084 for 2 pounds. I think we're going to come in on the weight here. Yes, we are 1.2 pounds. So 1, 2. All right, didn't change it. It didn't go up. I mean, why would it? Right, the weight went down. So that's good. Let's see here. Print. Sorry, I did one without you right there. If you see that box, I forgot. Simple as that. Okay, so what do we have next here? We have a pair of jeans. Wait, who makes these? These are a pair of Celebrity Pink high-rise jeans. They're a size lady 16. Just check this weight here real quick. I have these in as 2 pounds. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So 1.6, 1, 6, 12, 12, 1. I'm going to put these in a poly. Be sold for $18.22 plus $6.16 shipping. Shipping is now $5.98. I'll give her a bigger poly. It's better to just put stuff in a bigger poly sometimes. It just presents better. I mean, it's still a poly, but it just presents better as opposed to you just trying to stuff it in there. I mean, some stuff should just really get stuffed in there, sure, but you know what I mean. It's just better. Did I put my thing in there? Yep, my little insert. I like my insert. Put it in there. My insert actually has a coupon on it, so it's not just like marketing necessarily. I guess it is marketing, right? But it's more like it's got a coupon, right? So it's not just in there for, I guess, ego or just for like aesthetic's sake. Okay. Whoop is okay. The orders. What's next here? Let's do this champion. I basically gave this away. This sat a very long time, so I sold this for about $5. So the total order value was $12.23, and $6.40 of it was shipping. Did I set up shipping? Yeah, it's a pound. Let's see, it's probably 8 ounce. Okay, that's good. Maybe I'll get something back on the shipping here. Oh, a brother out. Yeah, sometimes this stuff just is too long. You just gotta let it go. Okay, $4.38 shipping, so maybe I might have sort of made something here. Okay, we're gonna give you a smaller mailer. Is that a hole in it? Oh, that's good. Okay. There's nothing wrong with a good poly, right? So you have to pack appropriate for what it is. That's how I see things. Some stuff we overdo it with, but that stuff also pays well, and it makes all the sense in the world. You want to provide the best possible customer service, so you also can't be losing on your orders. This is a business at the end of the day, guys. That's what you have to remember. So, I mean, even a worse package is still pretty good. So, okay, what is this here? The Jerry shirt. I believe this is used. So I actually just ran like a huge coupon to get rid of stuff. This was amongst those things. So was the champion shirt. Sometimes you just have to turn your inventory, right? There's no sense of holding on to stuff. Yeah, it's 5 ounce. Good. It's light, nice and light. Yeah. Ooh, almost put in 5 pound there. What am I doing? A little dumb at times. Okay, saved a little on the shipping there, which is great. $2-3 off. It's a beautiful thing. Could always use that. Okay, here. This too will go in a poly. So I have a couple different size polys. These are the smallest ones we have. Then we have a next size up. I think these are like 9 by 12, and the other ones are like 14 by 12 or something like that. I could check. I mean, let me know if you guys are interested in that. I'll look at that for you and give you a bit of a report, or we can just go over poly mailers. Then we have a couple larger sizes, like a 24 by 24, or some kind of variation of that. We always have something a little bit bigger. And then those, which I think are 19 by 24. I don't know, but you need a couple different sizes at the end of the day. At the end of the day, the cheaper ones are the smallest ones, so you want to utilize the small one when you can, if you're going to go ahead the poly route. Okay, it's actually a pretty good sale here. This is Turnbull and Acer. I don't know. Sold for $51, so it's a pretty good shirt. Larger size, which is good. Is that plus ship? Yeah, $51.58, and then $5.98 shipping. It's a beautiful thing here. What did we put this at? It's at 2 pounds. Is it like an 11 ounce? I mean, we're gonna box this. It's only fair. Let's see here. These 12-10-3. So I use these for expensive shirts or jackets, suits, things like that. It can be a little tight sometimes, and this one probably won't be, but I'll show you what I do to ensure, or to try to ensure that people don't go ahead and cut through the product. So it's just a sticker we use. We've been out of those during the last packing videos. I haven't used them. I've actually just been writing it on the box by hand, which is something you could do. You could just make a little arrow and say, hey, do not cut. It doesn't stop people from cutting through it. Cutting the clothing and then just returning it, and then you have a cut. You know what I mean? People lack accountability for themselves. See what I mean here? So even with just this here, it's still kind of tight. So what I like to do is put a reasonable amount of paper on top, so that gives a little bit of cushion, right? Maybe a little bit more. Before you hate on me how much paper I'm using, understand this is a $50 shirt, right? And this paper like costs like nothing. So now this is already somewhat protected from people cutting, right? Because, you know, but you still have this spot here, so you just want to avoid that. So what I like to do is first, I secure the edge. Obviously, I do that all the time. And then what I do is I put one of these do not cut stickers right on the seam here, okay? And then I tape over it. Okay, so it's very obvious here that you should not cut. Now it really depends on where you put the label too, right? So if you want to put the label here, or, you know, you don't want to cover this up, right? So do keep that in mind. So these stickers are really cheap. We actually make them ourselves. I have a pretty fancy label printer here, which enables me to make basically all the stickers that you see for sale, like on eBay or Amazon or whatever. Like we just make our own. These I think we bought, if I remember right, because the price was so good, so we just went ahead and scooped these up. And we were out of the actual labels that we needed to print, so we couldn't actually make them. So these came faster than the actual labels would have came, so that's why we went this route. Okay. Yep, back to throwing things on the floor. Sorry. But am I sorry though? Am I really? Okay, this is a vintage wool LL Bean signature green turtleneck. This sold for $32 plus ship. Is it plus ship? It's plus ship. Yep, plus $8.35 shipping. Yeah, that's about right. Okay, another 12-10-3. Also, I believe I have a 12-9-4, but I'm kind of hoarding those at the moment in case I get some suit sales or something like that, because they're on order. They're not here yet, and I do need that height sometimes. See that tape's jumping? Not so good. No bueno. No way, Jose. Okay, this is pretty thick. I'm not gonna go crazy with the padding on the bottom. Just kind of a little Etsy style for you here. I'll do one of these. Wrap this bad boy up. I don't have those cute thank you stickers, so that's not gonna happen. Okay. So as you see here, this one here can actually be a prime example of something that could get cut through. But keep in mind, this is really the only area that could get cut through. So that's why I also put that sticker directly there in the middle, right? So you're less likely to ignore it right there, right? So let's say they start cutting and then, I don't know, they're blind, and they happen to see it towards the end. Oops, I just messed up. I should have put my sticker first, but I'll fix that right now. It's like a little bit of tape here. Tape is magical. And some of you guys might say like you're taping, or maybe not, but some of you do or don't know that if you tape a thermal label, you can actually affect the brightness of it. It starts to fade. This is true. Two things. One, it needs to sit like that for quite a long time, and I'm not 1000% sure because we didn't print these, but the way we print ours is there's two different ways to thermal print. One is direct thermal, and the other one uses like a ribbon, or I'm sorry, heat thermal. Then there's direct thermal, and the one with the ribbon essentially uses the heat to transfer this. That's not a problem. It's just the heat transfer thermal, the one without a ribbon, basically, that happens to. So I'm assuming that's what this is, based on what it looks like. But also, I mean, I don't care, because it's going to be like that for like a couple days. It's more of a problem if you have like inventory, right? If you're going to send inventory somewhere like Amazon or something, or even in your warehouse where you're using these labels to track inventory, they could fade. So, but this isn't the case here. So here, so what did this thing sell for? $21.27. It's $8.35 shipping. Let's fix this right here. So I had it in here as a pound. This is 9 ounce. Save a couple bucks there. I'm gonna give you a blue one here. Okay. It is cold in the warehouse today. So just make sure everything's thinking like it should. Any labels falling off. We have enough shipping problems lately, right? We don't want to contribute to that. Okay. Here. What's we got here? So. Oh, that last item, that last item was like an unbranded item we got out of a pallet. So is this one. This is a woman's high neck, short sleeve blouse, whatever. It's like China clothing kind of deal. Didn't sell for much. Yeah, $22.73, $7.61 shipping. I mean, look, this is only 6 ounce. You have this marked as 2 pounds. I don't know why we did that. That's a little much. Normally we would just standard put a pound for something like this. So wow, we didn't make as much as I thought. So we made $2 on the shipping there. Hey, you know, this stuff helps pay for other things, right? The packaging, or you know, lost items that you're unable to get reimbursed for whatever reason, customer fraud and things like that. So it's not me being greedy, it's just me being smart about it. In addition to this, I transfer our shipping discount to customers. Some people don't do that. I like to do that because it actually brings down the item price. And if I'm gonna make some money on the shipping, it's kind of in the back end like that. Just you kind of manipulate the weight a little bit. You lose sometimes too, because sometimes because this is also a way for us to save time where we're not necessarily weighing everything. We will do it. Like for example, for something like this, which is the last item we're gonna do today. This is basically Moe's Tavern. It's one of those like Christmas Village things, right? It comes with a certificate of authenticity and the whole thing. It's a pretty cool piece. So, you know, for something like this, we'll, assuming we did this right, where the weight is correct, but we'll weigh it beforehand to make sure everything is okay, because we don't want to get hurt on stuff like this. So it's like a larger item. So this is probably gonna, I saved this for last for a reason, because it's a bit more complicated. So let's see how I'm gonna pack this first. So even though this is foam, this is kind of part of it, especially since it has the I guess the certificate, the COA, whatever, in there. So first I'm gonna bubble it. I mean, you could say this is probably unnecessary, but still, you know, this is a collector's piece, and this thing sold for $136, right? So if you want to put a little extra care into it, okay, those scissors are no good. These are my jam right here. I like these better. Okay, so okay, so tell myself use the free tape. Use the free tape. Okay. Now in this instance here, the reason I'm taking so much care too is, well, one, I care, and second, this box was included in the listing too. It showed them what this came with this foam box. So if that's the case, then you know, you on top of the normal protection you take, you want to go a little above and beyond. That's why I'm bubble wrapping this, because really the box is part of this foam box, whatever you want to call it, is part of the product that the customer bought, right? So you want to keep that in mind. So here, so now I'm gonna do some things. Okay, I'm gonna do some things. Some might get triggered here, but understand it's bubbled all the way around, right? So I'm just trying to make sure nothing moves. See that? See? It'll expose that juice. Gotta make sure. And people like this, you know what I mean? People like to see that you put a little extra effort into it. No matter how good or bad you think this looks, I think it looks pretty good, but I'm partial, obviously, so I'm doing it. So, okay, so we got that. Okay, so that's good. So now I need to figure out, this is not a standard product for us, so we're doing this live here, right? So 8 by 10. Nice. 10. Let me see it right here. Come on. Yeah, 8, 10, 10. What do I got? What do I got? Fit in here. How big were these? Those were 12.94. That's a problem. I can do. Do I want to do that? 6 here. Hold on here. 14, 10, 6. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna give myself a little extra room here. Okay, I'm not using the... Yeah, I'll do these. Let's see. Yeah, that should work out fine. Okay, so basically what I'm gonna do is here, I'm going to build a box first. Okay, so I could probably resize something, but I find this probably, I'm assuming anyway, is going to be the fastest way to go about this. Here we go. Ugh, tape, man. Like it's you gotta hold it a really specific way, and I'm not quite getting it. Okay. Put that in there. That should work out nice. So I'm going to put a little paper under, as well as on the sides. Yeah, I know, it's in foam. I get it, but so, even though it's probably going to be fully protected, it's perception at the same time too. Right? Here. Here should be all right. Like that. Okay, so now what you're gonna do is you're gonna take this other box, same exact size box, and we're gonna do a little jiggle. Slide it open. Now, smart thing to do here is just try to get the corners through, and this works better sometimes than others. It just really depends on how off the box sizes are, right? So if they're exactly the same, it's, there's always a little bit of variation, right? So it's not always exact science, I wouldn't say, right? But that looks okay to me. I could probably come down a little bit. Show you what I'm doing here. So I'm just trying to get this line even with this. And I know we'll be okay if I do that. Side piece. Here we go. Got you in. Okay. So now that that's done, I'm going to fill this boy up. Oh, a little clumsy. That's right. Today I'm dumb and I'm clumsy. I prefer just doing one a day, but today I'm just all over the place. But it's about 40 degrees in this warehouse today, and our heat's not kicking out. Just one of those. Not that you care, but nail in there. Maybe you do care. Maybe you don't want me to be cold. I appreciate if you don't. All right, so okay, here we go. That looks good to me. Okay, that's the top here. Sometimes you have finagle boxes, right? So I don't quite line up. These aren't perfect. They're good. It's not perfect. They never will be. I don't care who makes them. Always be some variation. So it's not just about closing the box. Or maybe you don't care and you're like, hey, whatever. But I try to line it up the best I can. It triggers me when I get like an Amazon box and they just didn't care. But same sense, I understand. Not that I'm not giving Amazon an out. I'm giving the people packing for Amazon an out because, they pack quite a few packages. Okay, so now I'm going to just kind of do this here, right? So I'm going to fill in here. I think first I'm just going to come across, secure this. Okay, and this will be the bottom. Do this. Okay. I understand how insanely strong this is because we're essentially adding. Okay, that's a problem. It's okay, I'll fix that. Like this is like double wall on the sides, right? So that really helps a whole lot with impacts. So it does make it a whole lot stronger. It also makes it heavier. But like I said, you have to choose your battles here, right? You wanna overpack a little bit when it comes to these kinds of things. Now, in a perfect world, I would have a box that fit this. Now, if this was like an item that we sell a lot, like we sell lots of shoes in the box. So we have a specific box we use for that because we do that a lot. But with this isn't very common. We got these, how we got them was like a one-off kind of thing. We only have so many, so like under like 25. If it was like about 25, I could probably just say, hey, screw it, I'll get the boxes for them. But they're also all different sizes, right? So I mean, this isn't highly technical what I'm doing here, but still, like, you're putting 2 boxes together, so this might be interesting to someone. Cool, here we go. Whoa. Okay, did I get it all? Nope, I missed one. Story of my life. Always missing something, you know? Okay. Now this will, I know this looks like hell, I get it, but like this will go away. It should, you know what I mean, as you put weight on it. I'm gonna do the sides too here, just because. Why not? Here. Usually it's like either or, either do this or in the middle, right? But like I said, it's high value. I'm just gonna throw a whole bunch of stickers on this just because. Here, don't cut it. This is for the customer at this point, right? Just so they know we care. Throw a couple of these Fragile stickers on here. Fragile must be Italian. Okay, here, one here, one on the bottom. I don't know if these work. I think they kick boxes around more when they see these, but it's a great way out if the thing comes completely destroyed. This actually doesn't need tape. I'll leave it like that. I mean, you're not out of it, right? It's not an excuse, but it definitely gives you it makes the customer a bit more understanding when they see that you actually tried to protect the box anyway. All right, so let's see how this all worked out. So this ends up being 3 pounds and 15 ounce. We underestimated by 15 ounces. Our size is probably wrong too. Yeah, we're way down, but it's okay. I think someone measured this and didn't necessarily assume that it was going to go in a box, which is fine. Where's my, what do we got here? So we have 11, 14, 10, 11, 14, 10. Let's see here. 11, 14, 10. I mean, it was $1 more expensive than I expected, so that's okay. I mean, either way, it's like it's $120, $135, whatever it was, $130 order. I'm not gonna cry about it. It's all good. It's all good. Ground advantage, baby. That's the way. Okay, cool. And that is that. Okay, guys, let me know how I did. You have a great day.